gonna speak for my whole country. Love Jamaica, but I think quite a few Jamaicans think that you guys play the victim a lot. Like the outsider looking in, it's like, gosh, them complain about everything. Look how much opportunity them have. Look how them can work. Look how them can buy $1 burger. And them over there complain. And that is how I was preconditioned, if I'm being totally honest. They're like, Shantae, yeah, don't go over there and waste the opportunity. Don't go over there and start complaining. Work for your own, focus on that's always been my mindset. We're so focused on just making it. I really want to emphasize that. But sometimes when you just focus on you can eat, you know how things say somebody I touch you. You know how things say, oh, I'm gonna have the right temperature. I'm hungry. What y'all gonna do?
It is our job, or it's everybody's job, to be able to grow up and be able to see through other lenses and other perspectives.
So this Jamaican woman basically said that the way they view us, not the whole country, but a lot, enough. The collective is that we just complain a lot. If Black Americans didn't complain, y'all wouldn't have no fucking opportunity to come over here. Y'all wouldn't be able to work if we didn't complain. If we just sat down and took everything that was given to us, if we stayed in shackles, if we stayed with Jim Crow, if we stayed walking outside potentially getting lynched and getting popped out in the street with no consequence, if we didn't fight back, if we didn't complain, y'all wouldn't be able to come over here and ride off the back of all of the things that we fought and complained about. Now, I know that this is really annoys me because y'all really come over here and y'all don't recognize that y'all are only able to come over here because of the work that Black Americans put in. Because of the strife, because of the blood, sweat, and tears. I feel like I'm saying the same thing continuously over and over, video by video, because y'all don't get it. Why do you think you could come over here and get an opportunity? How are you even able to conceive of an opportunity here? It's because you saw people with the same pure complexion being successful. If Black Americans just laid down and took it and didn't say nothing and was in good yes men and good slaves and good bootlickers like y'all want us to be, like how y'all are in y'all's countries, that's why y'all still colonized, can't even go to y'all's beaches. If we was like that, you wouldn't be able to bring your Jamaican ass over here to get a better life. There would be no resources here for you. I feel like y'all literally need to be saying thank you. Y'all need to be saying thank you. It gets to a point. It gets to a point. And y'all swear y'all work so much harder and y'all are so much better in the model minorities and the better blacks. Why y'all don't apply all of that hard work, all of that we so better, all of that we don't complain? Why y'all don't apply that to building up your own countries? I don't understand. If y'all are so much better, y'all work so much harder, y'all just work. Why not work and apply that? Since you just work so hard, shouldn't that apply to where you live at? Shouldn't you be able to apply that same hard work ethic to building up your own country? Because if Johnny had 5 apples, I feel like this is just another way of looking down on Black Americans to say, we're better. All they do is complain. They don't appreciate anything. Y'all act like white people just woke up one day and said, oh my God, I think I feel like being a good white today. We're going to just free the slaves. I feel like being a good white today. We're going to just give them all of these benefits. We're going to just allow them to go to college. We're going to just, oh my God, I feel like being a good white. We're just going to let these people walk around freely and have opportunity. No, we had to fucking fight and work. We had to work. I don't know why y'all think that we just got these opportunities magically, like they just magically fell out of the sky.
So I was sent this, and this is a Jamaican woman stating that Black Americans complain too much, and that that's why the rest of us are more successful, because we work hard and we appreciate things. Well, I'm not gonna say she lying. That's her truth, and that's what she's observed. Y'all do complain that we come here and we taking your jobs and all that other kind of stuff. We come here, we work circles around you because we appreciate hard work. Not saying that y'all don't, but y'all are used to a lot of privileges that blacks in other countries don't have. So when this Jamaican woman spoke up and said this, y'all jumped all over her. Well, she telling the truth, you just didn't want to hear it. The bottom line is this. They said, she quotes, this Jamaican lady said that immigrants come to America and do better than Black Americans because back in their village, they wipe their butt with leaves and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, that's just teaching you to be grateful for the opportunities and take advantage of the opportunities that you have. Y'all were born with these opportunities available to y'all, and y'all didn't take advantage of them. So when our families come here and pass it down generation to generation, work hard, take advantage of all these opportunities, you looking at us like, wow, send them back to their country. They taking all of our jobs and all of our opportunities. No, you were born with them. You just didn't pay attention to it. So when we come here, we do the work that needs to be done. Now you looking at us crazy. I side with the Jamaican on that, and that's just what it is.
So this is not the first time I'm seeing a lot of Jamaicans calling out Black Americans. Okay, so but this particular women own is actually the major eyes on the tea. According to them, okay, Black Americans live in a country full of opportunities, yet they focus on things that happened like years ago. The whole segregation thing, rate to the cis, slavery. They said that when Jamaicans come to the US, they arrive with a mindset to succeed, not to complain, and that this is why many immigrants seem to do better than Black folks. On the surface, this argument sounds confident and even motivational, but when you really slow down and look at it, you realize it oversimplifies a very deep and painful reality. First, let's be clear about one thing. Black Americans and Jamaican immigrants are not starting from the same place. Jamaicans who migrate to the US are choosing to come. Many arrive as adults with their identity already formed, often with strong family, discipline, cultural pride, and the belief that America is the land of opportunity compared to where they came from. That mindset makes sense, right? If you're escaping poverty or limited opportunity, any improvement feels like hope. Black Americans did not come by choice, and their ancestors, okay, like you all know, were brought to the US and they built the country for free, well denied education, land ownership, and basic human rights for centuries, and were then released into society with nothing. When people say that what that happened like years ago, they ignore how close that history really is. Many Black Americans' grandparents live under Jim Crow. Their parents lived through legal segregation, redlining, mass incarceration, and of course, discrimination didn't end in ancient times. They evolved. History doesn't disappear just because time passes, right? When Black folks talk about racism and everything that they've been going through, they are not complaining for fun. They are talking about systems that still affect housing, education, healthcare, and wealth today. If your neighborhood schools are underfunded because of decision made decades ago, that's not ancient history, it's present reality. If your community is over-policed and underprotected, okay, that's not the past knocking, that's present screaming. Now, about opportunity that a lot of them just keep mentioning. Yes, America has opportunities, but opportunity does not mean equal access. Two people can live in the same country and experience completely different realities. Many Jamaican immigrants come to the US with accent, yes, but also without the deep generational stigma that Black Americans carry. They are often seen as hardworking immigrants, while Black Americans are unfairly labeled as lazy or angry. That difference is perception. It matters in jobs, schools, and social treatment as well, okay? And mindset is powerful, but mindset alone does not erase barriers. There's also something important people don't like to talk about. It's selective immigration. Many immigrants who make it to the US already have drive, resilience, and ambition. The ones who didn't succeed often aren't visible. So when people say immigrants come and succeed, they are often looking at survivors, not the full picture. Black, Americans don't have the, option to leave their trauma behind a border. When a Jamaican person struggles in America, they can say this place is hard, but it's still better than home. But Black Americans don't have that comparison. This is home. When it fails them, there is nowhere else to mentally escape to. That creates, frustrations, anger, and of course, exhaustion, okay? Another thing missing from this conversation is that Black folks fought for rights that immigrants now benefit from. Civil rights laws, voting rights, workplace protection, these were not gifts, okay? And they were demanded, protested for, and paid for with blood. When Black Americans speak up today, they are continuing that tradition. Calling that complaining ignores the role protest played in, making America livable for everyone else, especially immigrants, okay, who are definitely enjoying all that Black Americans actually stand for and fought for. Both things can be true at the same time, okay? It's very important to know that for you, you think you're succeeding and these other people are not because they have refused to work. For you, that's your belief. But to Black folks, you still do not understand history and where they are coming from, like they are on, what they've gone through, their struggles. Okay, and that's why I don't even blame them for deciding to stay out of everyone's business this period and minding theirs. Well, guys, I would like to wrap it up here. Let me know what your own take are in the comment. Let's have that conversation in the comment section. Please do well to like and subscribe. Credit belongs to original creators of these videos. I look forward to seeing all on my next. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and see you all next time. Don't forget, drop your take, like, subscribe, share, and see you all on my next video. Credit to all creators on these videos. Bye, guys.